Of all the forms of art to express yourself, what draws you to writing? What does it make you feel, and how does it make you feel?
As a little girl, because of things that I endured growing up, I oftentimes kept things to myself. I also remember at one point I used to write in a journal, and one of my aunties found my journal, and she started reading my journal, and I stopped writing because that was kind of someone who invaded my privacy, so that made me a little nervous. But then as life went on and I went to college, and I used to write poetry. I started writing poetry in college, and I just had a couple of titles in my head that I never did anything with. And then when I gave my life to God, my very first book, which is actually over here as well, The Colors of My Wings, which was a title that I had years ago back in college. Um, and I just feel it's the I don't know if it's the anointing or the gift that God gave me when it comes to the releases that He gives me, because I'm not a person who just writes a bunch of things down, but when He gives it to me, I take pen to paper and I just start writing. Um, so that's basically why I choose to write. I do a lot of other things as well when it comes to creativity, but it's just my heart. It's just my heart is with the pen, sincerely. So it was it another part of that?
Small and big.
Huh? I did it.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
answered it.
Okay.
You answered it.
Okay.
And the last one is, through all the pain in your life's journey, what made you turn to the Almighty instead of anger and despair?
Truthfully, growing up, I was very angry. I have, as a child, I had attempted suicide at least 3 times. Um, and I didn't want to talk to anybody because I felt like anytime I opened my mouth, it always got back to who I didn't want it to get back to. So I used to keep everything in, and it got to the point of I was fighting. I wouldn't start a fight, but I would definitely finish one. Look at me wrong, and we can make it happen. And I started putting holes in walls and things of that nature. And um, in 2009, I was on my hands and knees in my mother's room, crying out to God, just asking him what else did he want from me. I'm like, I've come to you several times, and I feel like nothing is changing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and if something don't change, I'm end up dead or in jail. That's basically what I said to myself.